It has been 2 years since I had HIPEC surgery, and it's been a roller coaster ride. Here's an update on how I'm doing now. 2 years ago, I had HIPEC surgery for a malignant appendix tumor. My original biopsy showed a combination of LAMN, low-grade appendiceal mucinous neoplasm, and HAMN, high-grade. The condition of it spreading throughout my abdomen is called Pseudomyxoma Peritonei, or PMP. Some doctors debate whether this is technically officially cancer. While the terminology can be confusing, the reality is the same. The PMP condition is serious, and HIPEC is the brutal treatment many of us face. Today, I want to share what life looks like 2 years after HIPEC, the good, the hard, and what I've learned along the way. Here's a recap of my journey. Back in June 2023, a CT scan revealed a mucinous tumor around my appendix and fluid throughout my abdomen. That was the start of my PMP journey. Since then, I've had 5 CT scans, not including the one that found the disease. I've also been through 3 major surgeries since diagnosis. The first was in 2023 to get a look inside my abdomen and collect biopsy samples. Then I had the big one, HIPEC surgery, on September 12th, 2023. And most recently, in August 2025, I had another laparoscopic surgery after a suspicious CT scan showed spots growing near my spleen. And that last surgery brought surprising relief because even though the scan looked concerning, my doctor didn't see any mucinous tumor inside. I was bracing myself for another HIPEC, but for now it looks like I'm in the clear and can put that off. For the first year after HIPEC, I had CT scans every 4 months. Then I moved to every 6 months, but that didn't last long. With that scare in 2025, my schedule tightened again, and I have another CT scan coming up very soon. Hopefully it's clean and I can stretch the timeline back out to 6 months. The good news is my doctor is very optimistic about my long-term outlook. Because my tumor type was mostly low grade with some high grade, it's not the most aggressive form of PMP. She's confident we can continue treating this as needed. The bad part is the treatment. HIPEC is brutal. Physically, I feel mostly healed. My scar is still massive, but compared to the day after surgery, it's faded a lot. Take a look at these side-by-side pictures of my scar. One, the day after HIPEC, and the other just a few days ago. It's looking much better. My scar itself doesn't really hurt, but I do get some sharp pains from scar tissue. During my most recent laparoscopic surgery, my doctor actually documented a lot of scar tissue throughout my abdomen from the HIPEC, so it definitely makes sense to me that I still feel pain from it occasionally, especially near the lower chemotherapy port site. For some reason, I have lots of sharp pain down there. I also sometimes feel weird pains where my appendix used to be, which was removed, along with a third of my colon during my HIPEC surgery, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's there. I don't take any medications. The biggest challenge is digestion. Since part of my colon is gone, diarrhea is definitely more common for me, especially if I eat fried or spicy foods. I used to really love spicy foods, but now I need to avoid these. As for strength and activity, I'm not quite the same as I used to be. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but I definitely feel like my stamina is lower, but I can still do a lot. I lift weights twice a week. I walk about 2 miles a day. I still mountain bike a couple times a month. I've even started running again. It's hard, but it feels amazing to be back at it. I do want to mention one issue I'm noticing is that I have some back pain, which I've never had before. I'm wondering if it's from my stomach muscles being weaker after surgery. That's something I'm planning to ask my doctor about at my next appointment, but if any of you survivors have experienced this back pain, please let me know in the comments if you found a way to manage it. Mentally, things are okay, but I won't sugarcoat it. I still worry. Every CT scan brings fear of a recurrence. I've kind of accepted that I'll probably face this disease again someday, but I hope it's just several years down the road. The harder part is balancing normal life with living as a PMP survivor. Stressful things are still stressful. Work, finances, house projects, family responsibilities, those things don't magically go away. And now I have this extra layer of worry about recurrence on top of it all. I used to think that going through a major illness would make me appreciate every moment more. The truth is I still get caught up in stress and I don't always slow down like I should. That's been disappointing to me at times. But at the same time, I remind myself I'm here. I still get to work, raise my son, spend time with my family, and even mountain bike again. That perspective really helps. So what does life look like 2 years after HIPEC? For me, it looks surprisingly normal. Yes, HIPEC is brutal. Yes, the scars and side effects are real, but many of us make it through and we go on to live active, healthy lives. If you're out there preparing for HIPEC, I want you to know this. It's survivable. It will be tough, but you can get through it. 2 years later, I'm still here, living a life that looks a lot like the one I had before, and that's pretty awesome. So that's my honest update 2 years after HIPEC surgery for a malignant appendix tumor that had spread throughout my abdomen. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so, as I am starting to make several more videos about my appendix tumor, HIPEC surgery, and other experiences I've dealt with this disease. So also you can check out another one of my videos right here. Take care, and I will see you next time.